Hey everybody, today on Archery Farm we're going to talk about arrows and selecting the proper arrow for your use. We have a bunch of arrows laid out here. We've got arrows ranging from $8 or $9 an arrow up to $15 or $16 an arrow, and we're going to talk about the benefits to a less expensive arrow compared to a more expensive arrow and vice versa. As you pay more for an arrow, such as these Easton hexes, you pay for tolerances, tighter tolerances. These Easton hexes have a plus or minus straightness rating of 1/1000th of an inch. These less expensive arrows have a straightness rating of plus or minus 6/1000ths of an inch. So you can see that paying for a more expensive arrow will get you tighter straightness tolerances. Another thing that you'll notice, not always, but in general, as you pay more for an arrow, you get a lighter arrow. So it'll be a faster arrow coming out of your bow. These Easton hexes, again, are 7.2 grains per inch as compared to 8.4 grains per inch for these Easton Power Flights. So depending on your budget and what you're trying to use the arrow for, any of these arrows will hit the target, any of these arrows will kill a deer. It's just important to decide what your budget is and pick the appropriate arrow for what you're wanting to do. If you want to be as accurate as you can possibly be, spend a little bit more on an arrow, get an arrow with better tolerances. That will help in your consistency. If you're just looking to shoot around, mess around in the backyard with some friends and family, a less expensive arrow will do exactly what you need. If you're looking for a little bit of both, go somewhere in the middle. Just determine your budget and pick the appropriate arrow. Once you've picked the type of arrow that you want to get and how much you want to spend on an arrow, it's important to get the proper arrow for your draw weight and draw length. Those two things are really important in getting the correct arrow. Your best bet for that is to measure your draw weight, measure the correct arrow length, hop onto the company's website of the brand of arrow that you want to get, and they all have arrow selection software on there. They'll ask you to input a few numbers, your draw weight, your draw length, probably your the weight of your tip. Input all those, and it'll spit out the correct stiffness of arrow that you should buy. Once you've got that, you've selected the arrow you want to shoot, you've selected the correct stiffness from the company's website, you got them cut to the correct length, get them all assembled, go out, shoot them, and have some fun. That's the most important thing. I hope these tips help in selecting the correct arrow. Happy shooting.